How are you guys? How are you, all of you? Walaikum assalam.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Assalamualaikum sir.
Walaikum assalam.
Assalamualaikum sir.
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Assalamualaikum sir.
Sir, Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum sir.
Walaikum assalam.
Sir, assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Okay,
Assalamualaikum.
you have already heard that today I will take class on capitalization and punctuation.
Assalamualaikum sir.
Okay, internet connection is unstable here. Can you hear me now? Boys?
Yes sir.
Okay.
Yes sir.
Yes sir.
It was unstable for some time. Okay, I'm Arifur Rahman with you. Welcome to my class, dear students. Our today's lesson is capitalization and punctuation marks. Learning outcomes. At the end of the lesson, we'll be able to identify the definition of capitalization, use capitalization, identify the definition of punctuation, identify the names of punctuation, use punctuation when necessary. You see here, what is capitalization? You see here some words that are not capitalized. These words are Dhaka, Bangladesh, we, eat, then Emperor,
Jahangir.
Jahangir, okay. Then what do you understand by capitalization? Capitalization means the method of using capital letters. You can take copies with you, and you can also write down these things. Capitalization means the method of using capital letters. Then you see here, fish curry looks appetizing. The fish curry looks appetizing. In the first sentence, the sentence has the capital letter T. So this is incorrect. Second sentence, we see that the word be has started with the capital letter T. So the first letter of the sentence should be capital. The music in my heart I bore, long after it was heard no more. These are two lines from a poem, and you know that the first letter of each sentence should be capital in all the English poems. So here we see that the first line, the word the has started with the capital letter T, and in the second sentence, we also see that the word long has started with the capital letter L. So you should keep in mind that the first letter of each sentence should be capital in all the English poems. Then you see here, she is Julie and she likes American burgers. Okay, you know that Julie is the name of a girl and name of a person is proper noun. So here is proper noun and here American is proper adjective because it comes from the proper noun America. And the main thing is the first letter of proper nouns and proper adjectives must be capital. It might be American, Russian, Arabian, Bangladeshi, Indian, whatever it is. Okay? So the first letter of proper nouns and proper adjectives.
কথা বোঝা যাচ্ছে না ভালোভাবে স্যার।
You can hear clearly.
আপনার কথা বোঝা যাচ্ছে না স্যার।
Might be for internet connection. Internet connection is a little bit unstable. Okay, a little bit unstable. Here it is showing. Okay. Now can you hear? Okay.
Yes sir.
You see here January, February, March, and you know that these are the names of month, and names of the month stirs with the capital letter, and you also see here Saturday, Sunday, Monday. These are names of the days, and names of the days are names of the days have started with the capital letter. So you should keep in mind the first letter of the month and day will be capital. Now can you hear?
Yes, sir.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Then you see here our annual exam will be held on December. Here you see the word annual. Okay, here you see the word annual, and you see here that the word has started with the capital letter A, and here you see next you see exam. Next you see exam, and the word exam has started with the capital letter E. So you must keep in mind that the first letter of a term will be capital. And you have already noticed in your question paper that the first letter of a term is capital letter. As for example, half-yearly exam. In case of half-yearly exam, the word half will be started with H, with the capital letter H, and yearly will be started with the capital letter Y, and exam will be started with the capital letter E. So the first letter of a term will be capital. Then you see here the Battle of Polashi. Here is the first letter of any historical event will be capital. Here the first letter, here you see the first letter of B is capital. Then the first letter of battle, the first word of battle is B, and you see here the word Polashi, and the first letter of Polashi is P. Then you see, please don't tell me a fat man. I'm not a fat. Okay. Pronoun I used as subjective. Pronoun I used as subject must be capital. Okay, pronoun I used as subject must be capital. Here you see I, here it has been used as a pronoun. it doesn't matter where where I is. If it is pronoun, then it must be capital. If it is middle, if it is in the middle, then if it is in the middle or used as a pronoun, then it will be in the capital. Okay. Okay. Then you see here, oh Allah. Here you see, oh Allah, forgive me. Here you see that exclamation sign here, and okay. And what has happened here? The first letter is capital here, and Allah. You know the word Allah has started with the capital letter, and there is exclamation sign, and after exclamation sign you can also see that the word forgive, and it has started with the capital letter A. Okay, then you see here he prayed to God and he granted his prayer, and here you see that he the word he has started with the capital letter H, not with the capital, not with the small letter. It has started with the capital letter in the middle of the sentence because he indicates God. He indicates God. That's why it has been written in the capital form. So, what can we understand from it? That first letter of interjection and God or Allah as naming words and their pronouns will be capital. Okay, here interjections, we see here interjections at first letter of interjections here you see both, and okay, then God or Allah as naming words and their pronouns has been used as capital or with the capital letter. Here you see he is a BA. You know that BA is a abbreviated form of Bachelor of Arts. When we will use the abbreviated form, then we should use capital letters. Here you see B is capital instead of Bachelor, and A is in the capital. Okay, and after that we have put full stop also. Okay. So abbreviated letters should be in the capital form. Then you see, my dear mother, this is addressing. These are addressing words. So here it has been used. We have used here capital letter, and then mother. The word mother has started with the capital letter. So my dear mother, these are addressing words. We have used here capital, and sir is also, you know, the addressing words. So the word sir has started with the capital letter S. Then you see here, he said, there is no alternative of mother in the art. This is a direct space. This is a direct space. You see here, inverted comma, you know this very well. And you see here, this is subject he, then reporting verb said, then we have put here comma, then inverted comma. Then you see, after inverted comma, we have put here capital letter. So there is no alternative of mother in the R. We have ended here by inverted comma, and then we have given here full stop. So what we have got here, abbreviated letters or abbreviation letters, addressing letters, and first letter of quotation must be capital. Here first letter of quotation is T. Okay. Then you see here, capital letter is used in the first letter of any treatise, newspaper, hill, mountain, river, sea, etc. Here, Quran is a treatise. Treatise means religious books, the Quran, the Bible, the Gita, etc. Okay. Then you see here the Daily Star, names of a newspaper, the Daily Star, the Prothom Alo, etc. You see the name of a hill here, the Batali Hill, and you see here here the word B, and it is started with the capital letter. Then B is capital here. Then H is capital here. Okay. Then we see a mountain here, Kanchenjunga mountain, the Kanchenjunga, and you see here Kanchenjunga has started with the capital letter K, the Kanchenjunga. Then we see the Padma River, the Padma River, the Padda, the Meghna, the Jamuna, the Karnafuli. You know this very well. So we should keep in mind that capital letter is in the first letter of any treatise, newspaper, hill, mountain, river, sea, etc. Then you see that first letter of any subject read in schools and colleges should be capital. Here you see Bengali literature. This book is stored at school. Okay, so Bengali, the word Bengali has started with the capital letter B, and literature, the word literature has started with the capital letter L. And here you see also, okay, English for today. Here you see English for today. Then you see mathematical methods. The word mathematical has started with the capital letter, and the word methods has started with the capital letter. Then you see here a ship, the Titanic. And you know that capital letter is used at the first letter of the word of a great ship. And here you see Amitabh Bachchan. He is an Indian. Capital letter is used to indicate nationality. Okay, here Indian. So the first word of the first letter of the word Indian has been used by the capital letter I. It might be Indian, Bangladeshi, Russian, Egyptian, American, whatever it is. Okay, here you see the Muslim, the Christian, and here you see the Muslim, the Christian, it might be the Buddhists, the Hindus. So capital letter is used at the first letter of the word of religions. And let's see. Let's see here. Shabab said to Tahsin, did you visit the Shah Gambuz mosque? No, I didn't, said Tahsin. I was there last week. How beautiful the mosque is, said Shabab. Let's go there next year, Tahsin said. Here you see that there is no punctuation here. No punctuation is used here. The passage doesn't express a clear meaning as there is no punctuation mark in this passage. So punctuation is very important to express a meaning. Can you hear me clearly? Boys?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
very good.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you see,
Sir. Yes.
you see this now. Shabab said to Tasin, did you visit the Shah Gumbuz mosques? Okay. Shabab said to Tasin, did you visit the Shah Gumbuz mosques? No, I didn't. Said Tasin, I was there last week. How beautiful the mosque is. Said Shabab, let's go there next year. Tasin said. Here you see that we have used the punctuation marks. Here we have used comma. Here we have used inverted comma, question mark, full stop, and we have used each kind of punctuations. What is necessary for this? Okay, so it expresses a complete sense. The passage expresses a clear meaning as there are proper punctuation marks in this passage. So, what is the definitions of punctuation? The symbols which are used, you see here, the definition of punctuations. The symbols which are used in the sentences to make their meaning clear are called punctuations. So you write down here, the symbols which are used in the sentences to make their meaning clear are called punctuations. And then what are the punctuations? The punctuations are as follows. Here we see full stop, comma.
স্যার আগের সাইডটা একটু দেখাতে পারবেন?
Certainly. Okay. Do you have any question here?
স্যার একটু মানে 1 মিনিট স্যার।
Okay, okay. Okay, boys, write down this. You can write down this also. You might know this, but still you write down. It will be very helpful. Okay.
স্যার ওকে স্যার শেষ।
Okay. And you see here, what are the punctuations, full stop, comma, semicolon, colon, note of interrogation, note of exclamation, inverted comma, apostrophe, hyphen, dash, brackets. Okay. I think you know about these things. There are also some other punctuations which are not mostly used. These punctuations are mostly used. That's why I have written here this. Here. Okay. You see here, uses a full stop. A full stop, also known as a period in American English, is one of the most used punctuation marks in the English. Okay? The English people tell punctuation as period. And here you see also that analysis of text indicate that approximately half of all punctuation marks used are full stops. So we have also seen that full stops are mostly used in writings. Then when to use full stops or periods? Okay. We use a full stop at the end of sentences that are statements. A statement is a sentence that states or tells something. You know this. I like to eat pizza. School starts on Wednesday. Then you see here, we use a full stop at the end of sentences that are commands. A command is a sentence that tells someone to do something, and you know that command. Okay. Examples: pick up the blue ball, turn left at the next light, hand me the pencil. Okay. Command. Imperative sentences are command. Imperative sentences might be command, request, orders, etc. Okay, you know this. We use a full stop at the end of sentences that are indirect questions. An indirect question is a question that is said as a statement. It uses a full stop instead of a question mark. Okay, here you see, she asked me why I didn't go to school yesterday. This is a question, but this is in the indirect space. Okay. So we haven't put here question marks, we have put here full stop. And you know that if it would be direct space, then we would put interrogative sign. She asked me why I didn't go to school yesterday. So after this, we have put full stop. I wondered why Bob wasn't there. Tim asked about that book. We use a full stop. Okay, we use a full stops. We use full stops in abbreviations. An abbreviation is a shortened form of a word or words. Examples: United States of America is abbreviated USA. Okay, so instead of United, we have written U. After that, we have put full stop. Instead of States, we have put here S, and we have put here comma, and instead of America, we have put here A, and after that we have put here full stop. So every abbreviation, for abbreviated form, we should use full stop. MR is the abbreviation for Mr. Here we have put full stop, and RD is the abbreviation for road. So we have put full stop after D. Okay, we use full stops in website addresses. Examples: www.dictionary.com, and here we are saying dot, but we have put here full stop. Okay, www.learnersdictionary.com, www.reallylearnenglish.com. These are full stops. Okay, here. Okay. And you see use of comma, and you know that comma is used for multi-purpose. There are many uses of comma. Here you see.
Sir, হলুদ কালারের ঠিকমতো দেখা যাচ্ছে না।
Which one?
স্যার হলুদ কালারের লেখাগুলো ঠিকমতো দেখা যাচ্ছে না। হলুদ আর সাদা।
I can see here clearly. Okay, comma is used for multi-purpose. Okay, comma can be used in many purposes. And you have seen there are various uses of comma. You see this sentence: he eats orange, apple, mango. Someone is requesting to use remote control. Okay, very good, nice, very nice. Okay, orange, apple, mango, banana, berry. These all are nouns. These are what parts of the space? You know that these are nouns. So after each of the noun, we have put here comma. After orange, we put comma. After apple, comma. Here we have put comma. After banana, we have not put comma because after banana we have written and. So the last after the last word, after this word, after this verse, we should. Right, we should comma. Okay, so it might be that not only in case of nouns, it might be he's sincere, gentle, punctual, and honest. Here I've said what parts of the speech, sincere, punctual, honest. These are adjectives. So in case of adjectives, the rule is same. We should put comma. So if there is more than two same kind of parts of the speech in a sentence, then we should put comma after each of the parts of the speech. Use of comma here, this is also very important. I think this is new for you. Okay, Mr. Robin, lecturer in English, conducts his class very spontaneously. Okay, comma is used before and after case in apposition. Case in apposition. And you might ask me what is case in apposition. Here, lecturer in English is case in apposition. Why this is case in apposition? Because it gives some information about Mr. Robin. What is Mr. Robin? Mr. Robin is a lecturer. So case in apposition gives us more information about the subject. So we have put comma before lecturer in English and after lecturer in English. And you will also keep in mind that we use the preposition in case of lecturer in English. If it would be assistant professor, it would be assistant professor of English. If it would be professor, then it should be professor of English. Okay. So comma is used before and after case in apposition. Tell me, my dear friend, how can I help you? If there is vocative case at the beginning of the sentence, at the middle of the sentence, comma is used after the first vocative and second vocative. Here you see there are two vocatives. One is tell me, and second one is my dear friend. And these are addressing words. Okay, my dear friend, addressing words. So this is a vocative case. And then you see, I think Dr. Zakir Naik is best scholar in
vocative case please.
Sir,
vocative case is addressing words. And you are asking someone. These are vocative case. Okay, tell me, you are asking someone, asking, then addressing. These are vocative. Here you see. Construction in the beginning or in the middle. I think Dr. Zakir Naik is the best scholar in comparative realism. Then you might ask me, what is absolute construction? You see here, this is not usual construction, or this is not common construction. This is not common grammatical construction. If it would be the common or usual construction, then I would write, I think that Dr. Zakir Naik is the best scholar in comparative realism. I would not put comma here or here. Okay? Okay, boys, internet connection is also somewhat unstable here. Now, can you hear me?
স্যার ছবি আগে আসে
Yes, sir.
কথা পরে আসে
Can you hear me up to this? Do you have any question?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay, ask me. Ask me.
don't know.